Live from the Rock Ridge Broadcasting Room at Rock Ridge High School, this is Rock Ridge Rundown.
Good afternoon, I'm Hollis, this is Will, and this is your Rock Ridge Rundown. Rock Ridge Rundown is your weekly news broadcast put together by the Journalism 1 and 2 classes. We will broadcast live every Friday at 1:55 p.m. Today is Friday, March 28th, and we hope your day is going well. We have several stories to get into this afternoon, so let's get right into it.
By the end of the day today, it'll be safe to say that Rock Ridge's third quarter is officially over. We hope you got your missing work submitted this week in time for finalized grades, and we hope that this past quarter went well for everyone. Right now, we'll take a look at an interview with some students that let us know how their quarter went, as well as what they're excited for in the final home stretch of the 2024-25 school year.
So, what's been your favorite part or memory of quarter three?
My favorite part has definitely been like my shop class, my wood tech class, hanging out with everyone, building my flag and all the other projects in there.
Nice, nice. And what would you say is your main goal for the upcoming fourth and final quarter?
Definitely get better grades. I could get those up, but nothing other than that, yeah.
Sweet, sounds good. Thank you, Eli.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
So what was your favorite memory or part of this past third quarter?
Probably watching the boys hockey team make it to the section finals.
Nice. And what is one goal you have for the fourth and final quarter?
Not get a C in math.
Sounds good. Thanks, Nolan.
You're welcome.
Well, it's nice to hear that lots of students had a great third quarter and they have goals set for quarter four. Remember, school's not over yet. Take it from me, we still have one more quarter and now is no time to start slacking off in your classes. Let's end this school year on a high note. Thanks, Wolverines.
This Monday, the Rock Ridge Orchestras became the last ensemble to host their Winter 2025 concert, following our choirs last week and bands 2 weeks before then. By all accounts, there were batons flying, strings screeching, basses thumping, and crowds cheering as the orchestras not just ate, but devoured and left no crumbs. First off, out came the 7th graders, who tore through Batman meets Bowman. Afterwards, the 7th graders departed, save for a string quartet who ran through Mozart's Air from Don Giovanni. Then we watched senior Milena Duffy come out and play Carnival of the Animals on bass. The 8th grade ensemble came out after and serenaded us all with the enduring Sahara Crossing and followed that up with the mountainous Apache Peak. To round out the evening, the 9 through 12 orchestra came out with a Baroque era piece written by George Frederick Handel. The upperclassmen followed it up with a Fantasia on a 17th century, and then closed the show with a Rock Ridge original, Power Shift. We certainly loved hearing the Rock Ridge Orchestras playing this week, and we can't wait to hear more from all the talented musicians here at Rock Ridge. After this short break, we will be back with your weekend forecast.
Hello Rock Ridge High School, this is Christina Laux with your forecast. Starting with today, we have a high of 36 and a low of 28. This weekend, temperatures are warming up, Saturday with a high of 37 and a low of 25. And then even warmer Sunday with a high of 36 and a low of 24. Going into this next week, temperatures will be even warmer. Monday with a high of 33 and a low of 17. Tuesday also with a high of 36 and a low of 16. Wednesday will have a high of 36 and a low of 28. Thursday will have a high of 46 and a low of 27. And finally, Friday having a high of 48 and a low of 27. That's all I have for you this week. After this short break, we'll be back with Coach's Corner.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Ethan, and we've got some stories for you today. Rockridge's baseball team season is starting up. The Wolverines had a scrimmage yesterday at home to get some competition in before their opening day next Thursday against Deer River at home. Junior Rory Scuffy says, "The team has been in a lot of depth this year, so we should go far." And senior Sam Ray spoke highly of the team's defense. "Make sure to keep your eye open and watch the schedule to try to catch some games this year." The Rockridge softball team has also been working hard to get ready for their first game of the season. The first game they have away against Proctor, which takes place on April 3rd at 4:30 p.m. The first home game is on April 10th at Seppi Field at 4:30 p.m. against Hibbing High School. Looking at their season, they have a total of 11 home games and 9 away games, with sections which possibly start on May 20th. However, that date is due to change. As of right now, they have been practicing Mondays from 2 or 3 until 5:30. If you have any questions regarding softball, talk to head coach Paula Dundas at paula.dundas@rrps.org. Track has officially commenced for Rockridge High School, with the start of the competition on Saturday, March 22nd at the University of Wisconsin-Superior. The Wolverines did an amazing job, and the boys and girls sides coming in at second for both. Rockridge, with a whole lot of first-timers and an insane amount of PRs, they're feeling ready for the next meet. Their next meet they will compete in is at Bemidji State University next Tuesday, April 1st. Senior Sawyer Williams says, "It was a great meet for everyone, but it was a lot of getting the nerves out and getting ready for the first meet of the year. Also, just getting ready to lock in." Thanks for that, Sawyer. We wish you and the rest of the team luck with the rest of the season. Now we'll take a look back in the past week of Rockridge sports. On Saturday, our track team traveled to UWS to face up against Green Bay Nashua Kiwan in the first meet of the season. The Wolverines came out of the gate with a thirst for blood and finished second overall in both men's and women's, scoring 121 and 132 on each respectively. On Monday, the boys tennis team made a racket on the court, starting their practices for this season. That was all for this past week, so now let's take a look into the future and see what that has in store. Today at 4, the boys tennis team will be hosting Thief River Falls in the first scrimmage of the season. And tomorrow, Thief River will return with Duluth East in tow for a boys tennis three-way. Then on Tuesday, our track team will travel to Bemidji State University for their second meet of this season. On Thursday, boys and girls golf teams will travel to Sand Creek to face up against Hibbing for their first meet of the season. Same day at 4, our boys tennis team will be hosting Cloquet for a one-on-one match, and our baseball team will play Deer River at home. Then on Friday, that very same baseball team will jump back in the ring and travel to face up against Duluth Denfeld. At the same time, our girls softball team will be traveling to Willow River High School to face up against Moose Lake in the first game of the season. That'll be all we have coming in for next week in Wolverine sports. Thanks for hanging with me in Coach's Corner. I am Steve, and we'll see you next time.
And now you're watching Worldwide Wolverines with Alaska
and also her class.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm just here trying to find the world's biggest dinosaur, but I can't find it anywhere. Wait, what is that?
Trying to find the world's biggest dinosaur?
Yeah?
Well, you're in luck. I just seen it a few minutes ago. Or maybe a couple hundred years ago. But that doesn't matter. Let's go! Where are we? You want to find the world's biggest dinosaur, don't you?
Well, yeah, but
Well, here it is, Patagonia, Argentina, where the first dinosaur was discovered.
What even is the world's biggest dinosaur?
The world's biggest dinosaur is the Titanosaurus.
Well, where is it?
Underneath us.
Is this the world's biggest dinosaur?
That sure is.
Wait, are we the first ones to find it?
No! There was a farmer on his ranch that discovered the first fossils in 2012.
Oh, okay. What does a Titanosaurus even look like?
Well, take a look right here. They're about 130 feet long and weigh about 77 tons, and their lifespan is about 40 years.
So, what do they have this long neck for?
Well, this type of dinosaur is a herbivore. So they eat from the trees, they eat from plants, and they're also part of the sauropod group, which are just a bunch of herbivores, and they all just eat plants.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for helping me find what I was looking for.
You're welcome.
Well, now I guess I know what the world's biggest dinosaur is.
Students in Miss Parker's class are beginning their sourdough starters for the villagers that love crush and loaf. As the name suggests, students will be making sourdough bread for this experiment, which is one of the oldest forms of bread, dating back thousands of years. Sourdough is made when a dough made of flour and water is allowed to ferment. Every day, a portion of the dough is cut off and discarded, and this portion can be used to make various items from muffins, bread, or even pancakes. The removed portion of the dough is then replaced with more water and flour, so the dough can be used in the future. Mayla Williams and Haley Kostenko, who are working on this project together, named their dough Eloise. Commented, "It's a long process, but it might be worth it. It's kind of scary, it stinks really bad, but it's enjoyable." The group plans to use their dough to make muffins. Even after the sourdough unit concludes, the pair plans to take Eloise home, continuing to grow and feed her for the future.
This spring, the Rock Ridge fishing team is looking for new members and wants you to know that registration is now open. The fishing team is a great way to get outdoors and also get to participate in a sport this summer. To participate, you must be at least this many years old, have access to a boat 16 feet in length, and have a captain over the age of 18. For those interested, you can contact Coach Heinrichs at rob.heinrichs@rps.org for information.
April 1st is April Fool's Day, and while everybody knows it's the day where people play pranks on each other, nobody knows how it started, and that's because its precise history is unknown. While it resembles some festivals in Roman India, some believe it started in France when Charles IX said that the new year wouldn't begin on Easter and would start on January 1st. Some people refuse to believe it, and they were called April Fools. Other people say it was related to the vernal equinox, where people were fooled by a sudden change of the weather. Countries today have different names for it, and different common pranks people pull. Make sure you start thinking about what kind of pranks you want to pull on your friends. But remember that nobody needs to get hurt to have a good time.
This week's Wolverine of the Week is 8th grader Janessa Smith. Her activities include softball, one of her hobbies is drawing, and Janessa's favorite subject is art.
That's all we have time for today. Remember to catch your Rock Ridge Rundown every Friday at 1:55 p.m. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.